What in the frickin' crap is that?
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
The WWE action figure zombie collection. A collection that I've been trying to complete the past couple months. There's 3 series. I've been posting a short, like what feels like every single day on this WWE action figure zombie collection because I started the collection with, I believe, only like 2 figures. With a Matt Hardy and a Charlotte zombie. And I've grown the collection to a whole nother level by completing all 3 series. If you guys don't know what shorts I'm talking about, I've been posting shorts for the past couple months here on completing this WWE action figure zombie collection. The last one I got was actually Paige. Jeff Hardy was hard to find. The Kane was hard to find. But they have some insane detail, and there's some pretty underrated freaking figures. Mattel released this series around like 2014, 15 time-ish. And at the time, I thought the series was kind of goofy. I didn't really buy the figures. I'm like, these aren't real. They're not real WWE action figures. Like, I don't want to buy these. But now looking at them, the detail's amazing. The creativity to these figures is so awesome. So I want to show off the complete collection of every single zombie Mattel has ever released in this video. Let's do it. There was actually 8 figures in the original series 1 of WWE action figure zombies, and here they all are. Starting off with Mr. Bray Wyatt. Here he is, sporting a very nice looking head skin. I believe they've actually used this head skin with the basic in the past. Going to be repainted here with the zombie eyes, the zombie light green going around the attire. This jacket that he's wearing is removable. It has a really nice weathered look to it. It's like kind of dirty. It's brown. It's black. And when you remove the jacket, you are left with his wrestling tank top, which definitely has some dirt residue on it. And when you move down to the pants, look at this. His entire knee is exposed. There's some cuts in his pants showing off some blood. Looks like part of his pants here was burned off, so it's revealing like all of his boot, and then his pants are starting to like disintegrate here on his left leg. And rest in peace, Mr. Wyndham Rotunda, of course. Next up, it is the final boss. Yes, the final boss did get a zombie, and you guessed it, look at his eye. He's still raising the eyebrow as a zombie. How insane is that? His eyes may be white, but he can still do it. He's still rocking a Samoan tattoo. He does have the classic Brahma Bull tattoo, because this is based off of like a classic rock here, so he doesn't have the new tattoo. It's not like a final boss rock. Bunch of cuts on his right arm. Really no cuts on his left arm. There's a big gash in his head, though, which looks pretty gnarly. There's really nothing going on with his trunks, but when you get down to the boots, that's where the detail gets crazy. The back of his calf was torn off, and there's a bunch of blood. Very, very creative zombie, especially with the eyebrow raise on the final boss. Next zombie is the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. This is probably going to be like one of my least favorite zombies out of the entire collection, only because of its lack of damage, alright? So mainly the only damage and blood being shown is going to be his left ear, nearly being torn off, and I'm not sure why. The head scan's kind of goofy looking. He has like chubby cheeks going on. It looks like he ate something. And if you look at his right arm, for whatever reason, his right arm is just absolutely huge. I have no clue why. It's absolutely massive. Compared to his left arm right there, you guys could probably see the difference. It's like, what? He's got a green Samoan tattoo, which is cool. No Roman Reigns vest. I would have preferred the Roman Reigns vest on it with cuts in the Roman Reigns vest, because at the time, he wasn't wrestling with no shirt on, you know what I mean? There's nothing going on down here besides some dirt on the boots. But yeah, this zombie's kind of lame. Alright, this one's freaking lit. Here is John Cena as a zombie. This is based off of a 2015 run John Cena. You could tell by the color of the armbands right here. You can't see me armband. Getting destroyed by his flesh, and look at his right pec right there being shaved off. This is actually like a separate piece right here. That's not removable. His face is green. His skin tone's green. Nothing really going on with his left arm. There's a big slash going across his abdomen right there. Some nice cuts, bruises on his back. As far as the boots and the pants, they're kind of just dirty. They're covered in mud, as you can see. Little green calves and legs there. And how could I almost forget? Look at his skeleton fingers. Absolutely insane. I am a big fan of this John Cena. Next up, we got the Game Triple H with a removable little crown right here, revealing his skull head. I don't know what kind of madman designed this freaking action figure, but he has like no face, no head. All of his flesh is gone up top, but most of his flesh is intact. The rest of the figure, besides his thigh right here, which you can see like the individual muscles, which is really cool. As far as the attire, it's kind of just a regular Triple H attire. There's even logos on the back of his elbow pad. But yeah, this one's absolutely menacing. Like literally a terrifying looking action figure. The Undertaker has as a zombie. Now, they didn't have to put too much into this figure to turn him into a zombie. It kind of just looks like a regular Undertaker, if you ask me. He has purple eyeshadow. His tongue is extra long. And this Undertaker did come with these purple flames that you could attach to his wrist and remove if you want. So you could just have the flesh wrists right there. So you have a couple options there. You could have the flames. You could just have the flesh. And as far as the rest of the attire, you just have the Undertaker demon on each side, some blood on his back. This is a pretty wild looking action figure. I do like this Undertaker a lot. Dean Ambrose is making a return, and here he is as a zombie with the hair being messed up like Dean Ambrose always had it. It looks like he has a big like gash on the side of his face. Teeth are jacked up. His shirt looks like it was burned off in some sort of like house fire or something like that. Look at his hand. So his hand's going to be missing, and what Mattel was going for was you're going to be able to remove the hand, port it in, and port it out. Nope, I was not able to do it. This port, bro, would not take this hand. It was not going in. Like, it would not go in. I haven't tried heating it up and pushing it in, but yeah, it would just not go in. But I still really like the detail on the shirt. The jeans, nothing really going on, just some dirt at the boots. Oh, it's still a really cool Ambrose with a good idea with the hand, but it just never was able to fit. That's why I always have it in the right hand. And the last zombie from Series 1, that this was just happened to be the last zombie that I received, man, to complete the entire collection. It's Paige, bro. A superstar that I really miss being in WWE, no longer under contract with AEW, so hopefully Paige either signs like a merchandise deal with WWE, a Legends deal, or even a full-on wrestling contract would be awesome, man. I miss Paige. Here she is looking kind of like Paige. I mean, this is a very pale action figure, as you can tell. No offense to her. I think she's gorgeous. She has similar eyes going on to the Undertaker, bro, with the purple like eyeshadow, blood coming out of her mouth. Pretty basic attire. There's a lot of gashes here on her legs, blood, cuts, boots are dirty, they're messed up. It's a really unique zombie, but not the most damage. I'd prefer more damage on this zombie. And that's only Series 1. How do you guys think Mattel did for Series 1 of the zombies? I think it's a great set of action figures, man. A lot of menacing looks in there for these superstars. We move on to Series 2. There's not 8 in the series anymore. There is 6 in the series, so let's start off with Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin. This could possibly be my favorite zombie in the entire collection. Similar to Triple H, he has no face. It's just a skull. Literally, the smoking skull. If you know what I mean, the one that's always on the back of his vest. This figure did come with a vest, and there's really no damage on the vest, so we're gonna remove it. And when you remove it, it literally reveals that he has no neck. It's just the remainder of his spine going up into his skull. His literal abdomen is see-through. You could see my finger through the other side. See that? How absolutely insane is that? A bunch of his guts are coming out. I don't know what happened to his left hand, but it got nearly burnt off. Same with his shoulder. And as far as his legs, bro, there's no damage on the legs. Like, what was Mattel doing? All the damage up top. Like, what did bro go through to look like this? He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth Zombie Rollins. Here is Seth freaking Rollins as a zombie. Now, this time, there's like no damage up top, but all the damage is in the legs. First of all, great choice, Mattel, with this white and gold attire for Seth Rollins. It looks amazing. His left like foot area is just flesh, and his right knee, how funny is that? You can't see knee. Seth Rollins is always obsessed with the knee. And look at that. You could remove the entire leg. You could literally just show off how there's a bone sticking out. And with ease, you could just attach it back, and now Seth Rollins has his legs. As far as his face, he doesn't look that crazy menacing. Just his tongue sticking out. There's some dirt, but yeah, nothing too crazy going on up here. See, now Brock Lesnar's where it gets crazy. So he is sporting an elite head scan here, obviously just repainted as a zombie. I'm loving how he has all of his tattoos that he normally would on a regular figure, but if you look at his left shoulder, yep, it looks like something exploded in there, cause look at this, his arm is removable. Oh my gosh, super easy to pop in and out, and you could literally have Brock hold his own arm in his other hand. How insane is that? His shorts are being eaten away, his knees are dirty, and there's a big bite taken out of the back of his freaking calf. Bite Owens bite. Here is Kevin Owens as a zombie. He looks like he just ran through a full thing of 12-pack of donuts right there, hence the words on his shirt saying bite Owens bite. His wrist tape is being like torn up on his wrist there, and there's a bunch of cuts in his shoulders and arms. He does still have his tattoo, not all of his current tattoos though, because this is based off of a classic Kevin Owens here. KO on the back, shorts are being eaten away similar to Brock Lesnar. I am a big fan of this Kevin, it's very unique. Hey, in my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time, AJ Styles is the phenomenal zombie, if you know what I mean. I don't know why he's missing a couple of his front teeth right right there, and there's multiple cuts on his face, like he had a one-on-one match with a cat. If you look at his forearm, get it? Because he does the phenomenal forearm. Some of his forearm's exposed, so you can see his bones, cuts on his arm, cuts on his leg, but I feel like they did my boy AJ pretty good, bro. They didn't give him too much damage. Speaking of too clean, this Sasha Banks has like no damage, but she still has some really decent detail. I don't know why there's a cut right on her forehead. She does have green lipstick. She does have the boss necklace. On her shirt it does say legit undead. Her glasses are permanently there. You can't remove those, but they are busted on her head. That's how they came. And if you attempt to put her little brass knuckles together, if you could read that, it spells out zombie in really small letters. Damage is going to be on her right foot here, where some of her toes are exposed, and there's some damage above her kick pad. And that is Series 2 of WWE action figures Zombies. Pretty freaking wild. By the end of the video, I will say my favorite zombie out of the entire collection into Series 3 of WWE Mattel action figure Zombies. Now, this series in particular, I believe had a distribution error, so I believe like the figures like the Jeff Hardy and the Kane weren't all distributed to certain locations in certain places, like a Walmart or a Target. But here's Series 3. Let's run it up. Starting first with one of the rarest zombies out of the bunch. This is Zombie Hardy. Jeff Hardy as a zombie. So glad Jeff Hardy was signed to WWE with a merchandise deal when they were making these zombies, because here's a zombie Jeff Hardy. His head is insanely cool. Flesh arms, very similar to The Undertaker, and as far as the rest of the attire, it's basically just going to be a Jeff Hardy tank top, belt, and black pants with dirt on the bottom. That seems to be the trend. When they don't do design on the pants, they just throw dirt on the feet and the boots. Really cool Jeff Hardy, and a very rare Jeff Hardy, bro. Matt Hardy also making a splash here in Series 3 with his brother Jeff. This figure gets the most attention in my shorts, and why? That is because the top of the figure actually comes off. Look at that. I didn't know this until I saw one of your guys' comments, so thank you. Look at that. There's a little stud right there in the torso that you could attach to the spine on the leg piece, and it's removable. This figure's so ugly, I want to delete it. Here is the look at the head scan. It looks like his eyes, it looks like he saw something crazy, man. His eyes are going insane. You can see through his torso once you pop it back on. The pants are all torn up. They're being eaten away at the bottom. This Finn Balor is some of your guys' favorites just by reading some comments. He literally has no neck. It's just a bone. It's part of his spine. You could feel all of the demon face paint, or what would normally be the demon face paint, but you could actually see his rib cage. You could feel all this flesh. His spine is being like torn away. Look at this flesh on the back of his spine. For whatever reason, there's only tears on his left arm, but nothing on his right arm, which I found kind of interesting. And there's nothing going on with the attire. Like, there's no logos, nothing on the attire. Hey, we have Shinsuke Jackson right here. When I filmed this short on this Shinsuke Nakamura, all you guys told me to go watch the Michael Jackson Thriller video, and this literally looks exactly like him in that video. It's insane. I've never seen the Thriller video until you guys told me to go over there, and wow, this figure's literally based off of that. It has to be. Here's Shinsuke Nakamura as a zombie, or should I say Michael Jackson. His hands are exposed, so you can see the bone design, but it still has the Nakamura, like, taunting fingers, which is pretty cool. Bunch of, like, dirty attire here, cuts in the attire, but definitely not as much blood as I'd like to see here on this figure. Charlotte Flair, also in Series 3, coming with, like, the coolest entrance good ever. So it's gonna be like her peacock like entrance gear from, I believe, like WrestleMania 33, but they turned it into a zombie peacock look. It's all green, it's all torn up, it's dirty, and yeah, it is removable. So you could take it off, and the head scan actually looks like an actual Charlotte, in my opinion. I'm just kidding, Charlotte. I wouldn't do you like that. But there's a look at her attire. Her attire actually looks pretty good. A lot of green skin, not that much blood being shown here on Charlotte. Some dirt here on her knees and her boots. She is a queen, so Mattel needed to make her look clean, even as a zombie. Kane! Here he is as a zombie. Now this one, I understand why it had distribution errors, because this is one of the most menacing action figures I have ever seen. Okay, yeah, you see him with the mask, whatever. When you take that mask off, let's do it right now. What in the frickin' crap is that? Looks like something straight out of Stranger Things. Oh my god. If you cover up the rest of the attire, that's not even Kane. Who is that? It looks like he was stuck in some sort of horrifying fire. Some of his bones are being showed off right above his chokeslam hand. The attire's just being eaten away. His left arm is fully intact, but it's fully green. The rest of his attire, there's like no damage, but everything is up here. And wow, dude, that is absolutely insane. Like, holy cow. And that is series 3 of WWE Action Figure Zombies. Definitely the most horrifying series out of the entire set. 3 sets of WWE Action Figure Zombies. I don't think that's enough. Mattel, if you're watching, we like these WWE Action Figure Zombies. I put these zombies on the frickin' map, and people want WWE Action Figure Zombies. Let's bring them back. Series 4 in the works. Come on, Mattel. This is such a great series. So much fun. Even if they're basics, they still have some of the craziest detail of all time. I absolutely love each series of these. My favorite zombie out of all of them is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I bet you thought I was going to say Kane. No, it is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that one has the most ironic detail, being the smoking skull. Let me know your favorite zombie out of the 3 series down in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bretto Live is out.
Love is so evil, love is a disease. It just consumes you until